where he's like a sleeper cell.
Yeah, and yeah, the assassin.
Yeah.
American Ultra, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wrote that. He's done a few things.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was surprisingly it's a great fucking movie.
It's a sleeper. Like some people sleep on that, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's a great. It also had a great cast.
Yeah.
To help, Walter Coggins definitely helped with that one. But
I love Walter Coggins.
yeah, right. And anything he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's unfortunate. I feel like the Landis family just has some bad luck because, for people who don't know, John Landis also did the Twilight Zone movie, and he made some mistakes which caused some actual deaths on the set. And there's a lot of people who I feel like he really, as sorry as he might be, I feel like he didn't really get punished for that.
No.
He got slapped on the wrist, and he's really fucking lucky because it was a horrific accident that happened, and it was negligence. You know what I mean?
And if you want to go in deeper what we're talking about, you could always catch it on Shudder.
Oh yeah, the cursed
movies, right?
Cursed films.
Yeah.
There's a Twilight Zone movie episode that dives deeper into the lead up to the accident, and they actually, chillingly enough, they showed the footage of the actual accident happening, and it's fucking sad. But yeah, Cursed Films is a great show just in general.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that type of stuff,
or like to dig it
to documentary style.
Which I'm a fan of. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Always learning, right? The film was intentionally shot in bad weather, as the director wanted the atmosphere for the story.
That's why it was in London.
Apparently, the prosthetics and makeup would take up to 10 hours to actually complete.
Yeah.
One of the actors was quoted saying that it's like sitting through a flight that never comes to the end, which is funny.
Because I think Rick Baker touched on that on the Joe Rogan podcast because he was on there. He touched on all that.
What were you going to say, Chris?
About it too. Yeah. That's before smartphones, so they're not sitting in their makeup table making weird faces for Instagram.
Yeah, they can't do anything, right? It's just like nothing.
That would be boring.
Most of the film was actually shot in chronological order, which, as we know, is kind of rare in the industry.
Yeah, it's super rare.
Most of the music featured in the film is centered around the moon. For example, CCR's Bad Moon Rising and Van Morrison's Moon Dance. Landis and his crew actually shot the porn film that's within this film. It was shot by them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like Chris was saying, was the porn theater?
Yeah.
I guess what they're watching was actually like shot. It's kind of like Inception, like they shot the footage specifically to put it in this.
That porn was like the worst porn ever, and it was so funny.
They just did that, like without any spoilers, for The Boys season 2.
Oh
shit! Yeah, they did something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did real porn videos for that as well. Hey.
And my final one.
I call.
Landis has said multiple times that he actually regrets toning down the film in order to get the R rating. I guess the actual sex that takes place in the movie was actually edited down from. It was actually more explicit, if you can believe that, and a lot of the gore and stuff was toned down for the MPAA.
That's bastards.
Yeah, and that's my final one because Diego took my final one about Michael Jackson and Thriller, even though I'm not big on Michael Jackson anymore.
But that was like, for its time, it was like super cool,
Of course, yeah. Thriller is, you can't deny the impact the cultural impact that it had, especially him kind of embodying like horror and subgenre and how creepy, like aesthetically creepy and effective that film is.
It's like a black bobcat. But you know how cool is like Michael Jackson and you know, he saw that movie, he's like, yo, I gotta make a music video like that, you know. And they touched on that on Anchorman too.
Really?
Where Kanye West is like, I gotta talk to Michael Jackson about a music video.
Yeah, that's the end of my Swan facts, guys.
Nice.
Awesome.
Do we have any closing thoughts on this film?
I don't know. This is my second recommendation, and I knocked it out of the fucking park. I'm just saying that. So like two times at bat, two
Touché.
home runs. So it's
Touche.
No, I'm surprised you guys haven't done this one already. Actually,
I was kind of thinking, have we done it? I feel like we've done some werewolf movie.
ask the producer.
Maybe Wolfman.
I feel like James would have been like, "No, we already did."
It's the same thing with Hocus Pocus. I thought you guys had already done it before.
We're entering the territory where stuff is getting blurry because we've done so much. It's like, are we doing movies?
Well, you guys
twice?
are almost like, we're almost at 200.
190
This is
what movies?
Well, actually, I'm going to do a shout out to my other buddy, one of my best friends, Chris Pollock. Earlier today we did a bonus episode review for Get Shorty, John Travolta's Get Shorty. So that's going to be technically episode 192. I think this is 193 tonight.
I like it, Shorty.
You do?
Yeah.
Maybe you can listen to it because you don't have to listen to your voice.
I don't know. This time I was listening to like us talking, I had the headphones on, and I felt like in the middle of it, I'm listening to a podcast.
Legit listening to a podcast.
I love that. Get Shorty's awesome. I love movies about movies.
Yeah, right. It's fascinating, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Get Shorty's coming down the pipe. It'll be released, I think, before this one, as we did some Halloween recommendations, so I want to get that editing out of the way and release it probably, if not tomorrow, by Thursday, and then this one will follow it. So everyone out there is going to get a whole lot of content this week.
Like, damn, 2 episodes in 1 week?
Yeah.
2 episodes in 1 week.
Do you have anything planned for episode 200?
Do I?
Yeah.
No. Do you have something in mind?
I'll get with your producer.
I'll have my people call your people.
Yeah.
Him and James have talked.
Touché. Yeah.
We'll see if you can book me. We'll see.
Funny guy.
What are we doing for next week?
Oh, it's Diego's pick. And it's on brand, let me tell you.
Since it is Dia de los Muertos, we are gonna do Coco.
Who would have known? Did anyone call this?
The shocker.
Hey, you have a brand. That's awesome.
I just think Coco doesn't get the love it deserves sometimes. But
I don't know. I don't think you're correct on that, sir.
I would disagree on that one too.
You really do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because I've never heard you guys talk about Coco before, and that's why I want it to be a focus.
Good. I'm glad you chose it, dude. Perfect. It'll be time to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. I watched it at home and I enjoyed it. I didn't see it in theaters, but I enjoyed it at home, so it was good.
That makes both of us, because I didn't go to the movie theaters to watch Coco as well.
Yeah.
But
then again, I'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save the discussion for that.
I know theaters still aren't very safe right now, but I believe AMC has brought back Coco.
Yeah.
And they're screening it right now for anybody who might be, I don't know, if you have like theaters like that nobody are going to, then maybe you could go catch it by yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Some AMC. If you're into that. Or the drive-in. Or just watch it at home. Stream it.
Oh, and I was going to say, watch out for those. I think there are 2 new horror films. One's called Come Play, and the other one is The Empty Man, I think. So look out for those.
And what's that new Anthony Mackie? Synchronic, yeah. Right?
Yeah, Synchronic.
Yeah, that's a badass trailer, man. I hope it's good.
I'll probably go see it soon, since it sounds interesting. For sure.
That might be the sleeper hit. I'm surprised. And then The Empty Man is by Searchlight. I think Pictures that Disney released it.
Nice. Well, Disney released a lot of good movies. Blood In, Blood Out.
That escalated quickly. Well, yeah. So Coco next week. We do not have our man here to plug us
I can't
again.
have someone a question that I usually ask at the end of the episode, but
We might.
I think Wes got to do it, dude.
Wes has to do the honors and tell us where these fine ladies and gentlemen can find us.
All right, so we're on all the major podcast platforms. I believe we're on Amazon now as well. iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podchaser, SoundCloud, YouTube. Everywhere that they can play a podcast, we should be available. Even third-party apps that we are unaware of, which is pretty awesome. We release new content every Friday, new main focuses, news, recommendations. I think we've had a pretty consistent hosting schedule where everybody's been on for weeks at a time. Still doing trying to do it the safe way over Discord for the most part. And it's been fun. And thank you all for listening out there. We have our new Fight Club stickers for a Pin Apart are released. James, obviously, he had to drop out before the main focus, but he actually designed that piece, which I'm pretty proud of him for that. It turned out so well. So if you haven't got your stickers yet, jump on there. It's hocxapa.bigcartel.com.
Nice.
We have tons of stuff on there for all of you pop culture kids.
And I finally got my faculty shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
And Chris's absolutely amazement.
Also, Chris, do you want to plug your cat toy line?
Oh, yes, if you're a fan of pussycats. If you own a cat, I make handmade cat toys that are geared for the cool cat. They're gym themed, boxing themed. It's at rippedcats.com. We'll take you to my Etsy shop there. I was tired of going into the pet store, seeing a bunch of not very cool toys for cats. You go down the dog aisle, they got everything there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make them. So go to rippedcats.com and you'll find the stickers that I designed with our cat logos and like a boxing robe if you want to support me that way. And then we got the kick bag, punching bag. Just give it a look. You don't even have to buy anything. Just look at it. Let me see the views.
Rip It and Stick It as well, right? Your sticker company?
Rip It and Stick It.
Yeah, so there's also another. See, I'm keeping that ripped name alive. I have been, just doodling, so I decided to make some stickers as well. So there's also an Instagram at Rip It and Stick It, where there's some random stickers. Just when I get bored, I like to sketch, and then I thought, hey, people might like these. So yeah, check that out as well too.
Cool.
If you want. I don't care. If not, fuck you. Just watch movies. Cool.
Hey, but those stickers are pretty fire, though.
And of course, Anaris.
Check me out on Instagram, my SoundCloud at Oneris. I'm Oneris, the Gremlin on Instagram. I have stuff out on pretty much almost everywhere since I got on that district.